So I want to add a little bit of value for the people that are still around. I was thinking about this today. We talk about a lot of big projects on the show, mostly because of you. You're useless on the show, but outside of this show, you're incredible. Prime, boxing, 99 Originals. You do a lot of
Liquid Marketplace.
Liquid Marketplace. You do a lot of big shit. And I think that the audience watching this and a lot of the younger guys watch it and they think to themselves, I'm so far away from what he's doing or from what Mike's doing or from what George is doing. And that can be demotivating. And I was thinking about this today and I was like, the base that we built silently and the time that we spent building that base is what allows us to make the plays that we make now.
Yep.
That daily grind, that vlogging, that vining, that building of your brand, that at points was silent or unliked or not respected as much as it could have been, was what allowed you to do everything that you do now. And so I just thought of this message for the audience of people doing something that they don't exactly want to be doing right now or aren't fulfilling their passion or their exact desire, to stay the course. Because when you build a base, or what I like to consider a fortress from which you can fight from and where you have room to retreat both financially and by way of feeling accomplished and proud of yourself, that's a very good feeling. And that is what allows you to do the things that you dream of doing.
Yeah, yeah. And it takes a while, too.
It does.
It takes a long time. Any real success, unless you win the lottery, takes, like, count on it planning or taking a decade. We were just at Daniel Arsham's studio, the artist, right before we came here. He was nice enough to invite us to his studio. Finally got to meet him. And the guy's one of the most talented artists, I think, alive right now. He's absolutely incredible. And he's showing us around his studio. And, 15 employees that are there. He's got a bunch working remotely, just and these sculptures and art that are so beautiful. And he's in fashion, and he's a creative director for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And He's making sick business plays and going to art shows. And I asked him, I'm like, dude, like, how your infrastructure is absurd. Like, what is the team? And I'm just picking his brain. And he goes, dude, you have to remember, I've been in the studio for 10 years. He goes, I've been doing this for a long time. And even for me, it was a wake-up call because I was asking him about, again, full circle, putting some actual real infrastructure around this team. We are way too skinny. And it just takes a long time to build the right team, the right people, and then accomplish the thing that you want to do if you're not already great at it. Like, sometimes that takes a lot of time, too. Like, you got to work towards your craft. Dude, I've been a little stale on camera, like, for a majority of my life. Look at the one interview of me going to the wrestling state premieres. Like, Logan Paul goes to wrestling state. Like, watch me on camera.
Video.
Like, I was not comfortable on camera, but then I just started doing it over and over and over again. Now it's been a decade plus, and like, this shit is breezy to me.
Automatic.
But it took forever.
That's a great note, because how many people you come across, especially in this day and age where the ability to create digital content is like kind of table stakes to get into the space, and even in business situations or whatever it is that you do for a living, the ability to create content around that is such an important aspect of just like being successful. And every person you talk to, or 98% of them, it always comes back to, I remember the first time I made a video and I was so uncomfortable, and I felt like that for the first 3 years of making videos, but now it's like second nature to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's such an important learning lesson, because people don't want to see themselves on camera. People watching this show right now dread the idea of hearing their voice back. Do you remember hearing your voice back?
I'm not even talking about on like any craft, dude. Like, unless you're like a prodigy or like inherently good at a thing, plan on it taking 3 to 5 to 10 years before you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Just comfortable.
Yeah.
That's all I got, dude.
Look back to our first podcast. Now it's so.
Yeah, no joke. Look back at our first podcast.
All of us. I ran out. You stayed in there, but like we were all feeling it at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we do this? How do we do this?
And now look at us, the #1 podcast in the world, just acquired by Spotify.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
Oh my God, I thought that's how you dropped the news on me. I was like, really?